This is Irontrader. It is Tuesday morning. So, as usual, we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. Now, remember, on crude oil, the API report will be out today at 4:30, and the EIA report will be out on crude at Wednesday at 10:30. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have crude oil, your daily and your weekly chart. Okay, now what do we have here? Here was Friday. Big topping tail came right on down, went right into nice resistant level right here on the left-hand side. Very, very nice. Now, yesterday, we had just the opposite, bottoming tail, and where to go? Right into that 21 SMA. Very, very good. Now, again, so far, this level here that I've been pointing out, this 84.49 here, is holding. Even though you spiked down, that's still fine, but we're still trading this box area here. Okay, so right now we're just kind of in the center of it, just like we traded this box, just like we traded this box, just like we traded this box. So until you lose that 21-day, this is still very, very much intact. Now, what I do like about it is your 50-day here is above your 200-day. That's always very bullish. Your 21 days on the way up here. Now, what I don't like about it is see how this 8-day is starting to roll over. Again, if this comes all the way down and you lose that, then this will roll right on over. And then we know what happens when you get that the price below the 8-day. That's not good. Okay, so right now here, we're just below that. You can see where we went right up into it and couldn't get above. Now, what we want to do, let's just take a look at the downside first. So right now, real time, crude is sitting at 85.10. So what we want to watch here is today's low, that's 84.92. And then we want to do is we want to watch all these levels here. Okay, so let's just take this one here. You're looking at 84.55. This 84.49 is still very, very much intact. And then we'll come right down here to this 21-day sitting at 84.03. And then obviously we want to look to yesterday's low. That is 84.05. Okay, so again, if that's lost here, what we do is we want to look here. You're looking at 83.21, and then we have 83.12. Again, that's only if this 21-day is lost. This is very, very key support. So again, maybe we could have the same things we had yesterday, come right down to that 21-day. That's where you take the trade and go long right into the 8 SMA here. But we got to see how this is all going to shake out here. Okay, so let's just take a look here at the upside. Okay, so the upside, what we want to watch is obviously we just go to the left of the chart. So we want to watch this low right here. This is 85.24. You're sitting just below it. And then the big boy is going to be this 8 SMA. This is sitting at 85.84. That is very, very, very crucial. Okay, so if we can get above that, then what we do is we look to yesterday's high at 86.11 and then today's high at 86.18. Above that, we just follow the candles very, very nicely, 86.38, and we have 86.63. Work yourself up here, 86.98, 87.10, and then 87.22, and then there's your big retest is 87.67. Just not a fan of that 8-day rolling over, so this price really needs to get back above that 8 simple moving average, and that would be good. But right now, we're just trading a range. Let's see if it can come all the way down to the 21-day here today, and if it holds, then that would be pretty good shape. But right now, when you take off the top of that candle, that 84.49, everything in this box is still very, very much intact, okay? Because it closed above it. That's the key. So when you look at old sticky here, see it closed above old sticky, okay? So now we got to just see where we have. So far today, we've made a higher high, and we're holding the center of the candle. Let's just see how that all holds. Now, the RSI here coming off a little bit. A little bit of oversold, overbought territory. It came in down, but then again, this can revel right up. You still got good strength going on here. I don't like this at all, where your green crossed over your red. That shows momentum there to the downside, and you can obviously see here you're there to the downside. Now, when we look at the weekly chart here, then we still have this possible bull flag going here. Okay, so always just keep this in mind here. The thing about it is if it closes below the bottom of this candle, well, then that bull flag is completely negated, and that would be it. But again, if it can hold this level and then get back above this 87.67, then we got some really nice targets going here on 87.83, that 88.29, and then that's what you're looking for. That's 89.85. So that is call that 90, and then we can follow these candles, but realistically, that's the next target is going to be that 95. Okay, so 90, 95 if we can break above that 87.67. Okay, so that's a big if. Right now, we just have that sideways action. So we still have the big brouhaha going on in the Middle East. Right now, it's a little bit calm, kind of like indecision what's going on. So we got to see how that's all going to shake up. But you always want to pay attention to anything that's going to be a disruptor of the crude oil and the crude oil trade in the business. Okay, so that's what we want to look. So if Iran, some of their stuff gets bombed, when you're taking oil out of the market, that's really will take that price up much higher. But again, we got to see how this is all going to shake out. Yeah, your RSI here on your weekly is still looking good. Very, very bullish here on your MACD. So we got just to see how this is going to shake out. But right now, we just have to trade this box area here until it's broken. Okay, so if you lose this 21 day here, well, then what we can do, then we can just follow these candles all the way on down here. Okay, and then that would be negate that nice box pattern like we've had going all the way on. But the key today is going to be getting back and closing above this 85 level here, okay? And taking this 8 SMA here and then taking it right back up. But again, see, a lot of times when it'll come up, the 8 SMA, it looks like it was going to roll over, and then it flattened out, and then she went right back up again. But we have to see how this is all going. But she got a lot of goofy candles here because you got the topping tail, we have a bottoming tail, and now we're just kind of like stuck in the middle here, okay? So right now, so today what we want to watch, two key levels, this 8 SMA here, 85, and this 84.03. Those are the two levels that we want to watch today on the old crude. Okay, let's take a look here at natural gas. Okay, here's your natural gas, your daily and your weekly chart. Okay, so what do we have here? Now, when we look at the weekly, we had that 3 red, and then we had the nice 3 higher high, higher lows. This is the key by Friday. You really need to close back above this 1.74. That is going to be very, very crucial because you can see when you get below it, what happens, okay? So you can't get through it. When it gets above, then it wants to stay. But right now, it needs to close above that 1.747 by Friday. If not, then this looks like she's going to go lower, okay? That's just reality, as they say. Now, your green is, trying to get above your red here. It's just trying to work it, but we got to see. If it can curl up, then this is what we have. You'll have a little bit better where you have that upward momentum kind of a going. Okay, RSI still doesn't look too bad. I don't like what's happening here. Okay, so what do we have here? Your green closed below your red now. That's not good. Okay, so that shows like the downside. See when you have the green above there, and then when it starts to spread, that's what you get. Now we're getting this below here and sideways action. However, that being said, when we look at this chart, you still have a low, higher low, higher low, and so far a higher low. Okay, so that's still all pretty much intact. Okay, so that's what you always have to look. Try to look at the big picture, whatever you can. Now, today so far, we had a low of 1.681 and yesterday's low at 1.678. So we're up at just a little bit so far an inside day. Okay, but again, it's like a 7:15 in the morning. Okay, so we got a lot of day left. All right, so what we want to do is we want to look to yesterday's low. That was 1.678. And then we can come over here to the top of this candle. This is a 1.675. So that gap, still have a gap in there, okay? So it never really just filled the gap yesterday. You came close, but it didn't quite fill the gap. But it gave you a good support level. Below that, you have that 1.64 level, and then you have your retest here at 1.58 if this comes all the way on down. Now, again, this pattern would still be intact. If this came down and then put in, say, a 1.59, you'd still have that nice series of higher lows. I know you're just under the wire, but you still would have that series of higher lows here, which isn't looking too bad. Okay, now here on the upside, you want to look to the bottom of this candle. This is at 1.731, and then we want to look here at this 21-day. Everything is pinching right here very, very tight. So you have 1.76, then we have 1.77, and then we have 1.78. Okay, so everything, look at the pile of resistance that we have. But again, if you can clear above that, then we can come here, 1.85, You have 1.89, 1.92, and there's your retest of 1.94. Now, this pattern here that I was pointing out never played out. Okay, so a lot of times these patterns, they just, they don't work. But again, you have a topping tail and a red, then three up, topping tail red, three up, topping tail red. And then we're going to look like it was going to be on Friday that you had that indecision candle, same as we had the previous Friday, but it didn't play out. It went right to the downside. Okay, so today, this is what you want to watch. Yesterday's low, very, very key, 1.678. That's what you need to hold. If that is lost, you can come down here to your 1.64 level, but you're probably going to retest this 1.589. Okay, upside, what you want to watch is these crucial simple moving averages. 1.76, yes, 1.77, 1.78. Strong resistant levels here. So today we might get a sideways action, or you could bump right up into it like we have here. But once you get below, see, this simple moving averages, see, it just wants to fight it the whole way. Then it broke through, but right into that 21 again. So you got to clear it in order for this to go higher. So right now, she's just looking sideways action. So I'll be looking for some scalps here today. Yesterday, KOLD on the short side worked very, very good. I didn't scalp any UNG. I just didn't see any trade. You maybe could have got 10 cents. It just, the risk reward for me just wasn't there. So we got to see now again, if we lose this level here of yesterday's low, then I will jump in that KOLD here and it'll take it right down here to this level here at this 1.58. Okay, again, now if we can get some little bit of get off the schneid here a little bit and get going, then you can take a long until you hit that 1.76. This is going to be strong resistance because you got the 8, the 50, and 21 day all jammed right on up here. Not looking too good. Okay, weekly chart here. Just watch this key level, this 1.745 by Friday. You need to close above that 8 SMA here. Whatever the price is, it could be swinging, could be 1.73, could be 1.75. Either way, you need to close above that. Otherwise, this is going to be sideways to down. Okay, I'll have more for you at midday trading. We'll go a little bit more in depth on natural gas and on crude oil, and then we always throw something else in the old mix. All right, thanks for watching.